Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Georgia Hicks, Executive Director of the Orland Park Area Chamber of Commerce, and we're excited to have you here with us for today's monthly membership meeting. First, I'd like to thank Elements by Odyssey and Homewood Suites for hosting us today, and Palermo's, thank you, and Palermo's Frankfurt for generously sponsoring today's lunch and refreshments. At this time, if everyone could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Flag is right here.
Go ahead, Dan, you can lead us.
You ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball!
Thank you. I wanted to let everyone know that today's meeting has a slightly refreshed format. We've been listening to member feedback because your voice matters to us. Our goal is to continue increasing member value, visibility, and networking opportunities along with business connections. So a little bit rundown just to give you real quick is we're gonna, after Dan announces our new members, we're going to be going around, and I'll inform you a little bit about that when it's time, and then we're going to have networking, a speaker for a short little while, and then networking again. So there'll be plenty of time for networking today, and we'll guide you through it as we go along. Dan?
Oh, you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, the list.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. As Georgie said, we have a new format, because the most important part of these meetings, I may be speaking a little too loud. The most important part of these meetings is networking, getting to know everyone, and that's really the purpose of the chamber. We always say that I like to define it as we advocate for the small and medium and even large businesses in Orland Park. So what we do, bring everybody together, and that will make you hopefully, you pick up additional business here. Now we have an important part of it is that we have a strong membership base. So we like to announce the new members at each meeting and just give you 30 seconds, 32 seconds to just tell us what your business is. So I'm going to start out with AAA. AAA's right here. Let's have
How's everyone doing? My name is Dustin Portillo. I'm with AAA. Very happy to be here and get to know you all. We also do have a sale going on right now. 50% off emergency roadside for the classic memberships. $35.50. Usually it's $78. And you can add 2 free associates. I'm trying to get those numbers up by the end of the month, so I'd greatly appreciate if anyone purchases a membership. But I'm happy to be here. I have insurance. PB is your next best option. You're not happy with your agent, but happy to be here and looking forward to meeting you all.
Very good, thank you. Close strong, let's go. Best Maids. Not here. Best Maids, not here, but a new business. Done Business Solutions. Nope. Done Business Solutions. Fitzgerald Law Group, new member. I don't think he's here. He's our real estate tax expert of challenging real estate when your real estate taxes get too high. And we always have to use him. Flip Switch Social Media. Is that you? Here we go. Yes, sir. Introduce yourself and give us 32 seconds why your business is thriving.
32 seconds. All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dan Peterson. I'm the founder and CEO of Flip Switch. We were big into this chamber a decade ago, and we're back. We are based in Frankfurt, and we service clients coast to coast, but we are a full-service digital marketing agency. We do all the social media marketing and video creation and editing and production and stuff for small to Fortune 500 size companies. So if you need anything video-wise or anything digitally created, we are the go-to for that. So thank you very much. It's good to be back.
We're happy to have you back. Thank you. Welcome back. Gaston's Bistro. Gaston's. Oh, it's just like saying Gaston's. It's the only time you can say Gaston's when you're unless you're watching Beauty and the Beast. Lawn Funeral Home. Lawn Funeral Home.
They're not here.
Oscar Young State Farm.
They're not here either.
Sam's Bar and Gaming.
Not here.
They will be here. I mean, they'll be here at some point.
They'll be here.
They'll be here at some point. Time Mission. Walk your plans. There we go. It's an interesting, tell us what Walk Your Plans does.
Hi, we're a projection studio. We're over at Tinley Park. We project blueprints, landscape, and designs at 1-to-1 scale. So your clients literally walk their plans before you drive the first nail, break ground. Saves everybody time, frustration, and money.
Very good. Time, frustration, and money. Very good. Well, we can all say that. Very good. Appreciate it. West Point Financial Group. Anybody here from West Point? Windy City Popcorn and Party Rentals. Ratliff Accounting Tax LLC. There we go. Accounting and Tax LLC.
Well, I don't do walking your plans unless that's your financial plan. So I basically take your financials and I make them make sense. Because a lot of people think their profit and loss and their balance sheet are two stories from two different books. If you're wondering why you have profit but your bank account doesn't have any money, I'm the one that puts the story together. And not in an orange jumpsuit sort of way, but in a way that you can actually make sense and make money. And if you are wondering why your tax accountant, you don't hear from them, I actually return phone calls, so give me a call.
April 15th deadline, and now you're gearing up for the extensions, the rest of them. Live Strong Aesthetics and Wellness. Live Strong Regular. We were just over there a little while ago. Very good.
We're Live Strong Aesthetics and Wellness. We just opened in March, so we are a full-service medical and wellness spa, focusing on Botox and fillers, and then we also are focusing on the wellness side, so hormone replacement therapy, peptides, weight loss.
They're gonna make you. They could make just about all of you look better. I don't know about me, but we'll keep trying. That's it for the list. I'm gonna try to wrap up. Before I wrap up, so we can get to the next step, I do want to recognize, which I have to recognize each time. I don't want to be thinks I'm go overboard, but I'm the treasurer of the Orland Park Public Library, and I love the library. It's the jewel of Orland Parks, and the library people stand up and just take, I always do this. Can I get a round of applause for the library? Because, and I will tell you, here's how topical they are. Today is the anniversary of the opening of the second World's Fair in Chicago in 1933. Today's the day of the anniversary. They are doing a presentation, which I'm going to be there tonight, for commemorating and showing the history of that World's Fair. So you can learn so much from the library, and they're so topical. Mary Adamowski and her team, thank you very much. Great to see you today. We love the library, we love the chamber, we love all you guys that have come out and joined us, and we look forward to seeing you at the rest of the meetings every fourth Wednesday. And then also, just want to mention, put it on your radar, September 17th of this year, halfway to St. Patrick's Day, halfway from St. Patrick's Day, for our golf outing, which is going to be a tremendous, tremendous time this year. So let's everybody put it on your radar, put it on the calendar, and I will turn it back over to Georgia. Thank you. Thank you.
A couple more new members that were unable to make it for when it was their new month, so we're going to give them some time to talk as well. There's Friends of the Library right here.
I'm Candy from
Friends of the Library, we're the bookstore in the library. We're a 501c3. We take donations of books and DVDs. We also have, we fund the programs that are at the library. So book sale, big book sale's coming up August 8th, you can come to that. We also have the concerts that we fund. We fund the summer reading program. And so all the books that you buy from us fund those programs. Our books, our hardcovers are $1.50 for paperbacks, and all of our textbooks are 50 cents. And if you haven't met me yet, or come to me, I have a coupon for a free book for everybody, so if you've got one, come find me, and I'll give you my card and a free book. Thank you.
Thank you. And Chancellor Financial.
Hi, thank you. My name is Vicki, and I do marketing for Chancellor Financial and Dowling Legacy and Retirement. They're sister companies, and Dowling does estate planning and some of those financial plans, and Chancellor does investments. And I just wanted to, as I introduce myself, tell you that we have, we're looking for companies to network with for women's events, and we have an Alzheimer's dementia series, so we're looking for people that we can work with to get out into the community. And speaking of that, promo for next Wednesday night at the American Legion Hall in New Lenox. We have our Alzheimer and dementia program free for the community, anyone who can make it. 2 classes, one at 2, one at 6. The 2 o'clock is the 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's, and the second one at 6 is understanding Alzheimer's and dementia. Everyone is welcome to come, caregivers, people who know, people, and we'll have a lot of resources for you. So I wanted to get that promo in as I said that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now I notice that there's a lot of people in here, and the monthly membership meetings will continue to have more and more people. So what best way for you to really know who everyone is real quickly than for us to do rapid introductions? I really mean rapid, so we could get to everybody, we could have time to talk to everyone. So the purpose of this is, if Nabita stands up and says, I work with this company, you'll be like, oh, I need to talk to her. So then you'll beeline and actually talk to her during it, right? So I'm going to start this off by saying, Georgia Hicks, Executive Director, Orland Park Area Chamber of Commerce. We'll go to your little table.
Hi everyone, Nabita Zika, owner of Publicity Communications, PR firm.
Hi everyone, Cindy Harris. I'm the founder of the Servants Project nonprofit organization. Hello, good afternoon. I am Michelle Cruz with Edwards Realty Company, Office of Marketing Manager.
Rich Dykstra, retired from Dykstra Home Services.
Dean Casper, I'm Mayor Dodge's Outreach Coordinator.
Dina Lawrence, trustee with the Village of Orland Park.
Sarah Cleva, Community Engagement Manager at the Orland Park Public Library. Nicole Pellegrino, HR Generalist at the Orland Park Public Library.
Anthony Andros, Assistant Library Director, Orland Park Public Library.
Jackie Boyd, Communications Manager, Orland Park Public Library.
Mary Adamowski, Library Director at the Orland Park Library.
Susan Parisi, Elite Maintenance and Painting.
Hi everyone, Cindy Drew with PCD Enterprises, making community connections.
Tracy and Randy Fleming.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanya, Sales Manager at the Wingate in Tilney Park. Hello, I'm Barbara Langness. I'm from Byline Bank. I'm the Business Development Officer.
Veronica Casanova, Byline Bank. I'm the Senior Branch Manager in Tilly Park.
Heinrich Alvarez from Farmers Insurance Agency.
Michelle Baker with Farmers Insurance Agency.
Kelly Garber, Business Development and Marketing Manager with Stark Family Law Group.
Marisa Castellón from Farmers Insurance.
John Parker with Action Sertoma. We are a charitable organization, a 501c3.
I'm Jane Holt, Director of Post-Secondary Career Readiness with District 230.
Spiros Baropoulos. I'm a realtor of Baird and Warner, and I also am the organizer of TEDx Tinley Park.
Good afternoon, my name is Patrick Murray with Team Murray, Macaulay Real Estate.
Hi, Deb McPhee, founder of Sailors Training Systems, on the board over there. HIPAA, OSHA, full service compliance.
Hi, Wendy Cunningham Barnes. I am the founder and CEO of the You Belong Foundation, where we create inclusive spaces for people with disabilities.
Hi everyone, I'm Latasha Martin, the owner of Mayla Sweets, your dessert and coffee space that will be here in Orland Park.
Hi, I'm Jamie Maku. I'm with Southland Development Authority.
Hi there, Scott Swinski. I'm the Executive Director of the Center for Performing Arts at Governors State University.
Hi, my name is Sal. I'm with Zivra Technology Consulting. We specialize with everything from IT support to technology consulting, focusing on AI.
Natalia with Natalia Portraits. I'm a photographer. If you need a portrait, business or family, reach out. Thank you.
Hi, Sonila from JC Care at Home.
Hello everybody, my name is James Gardner. I'm your local Blue Cross and Blue Shield agent. We're out of Mavis Heights. I work for United Health Insurance.
Lauren Neely, I'm the Cultural Development Officer at Governor State. If you're looking to partner with an educational institution or cultural opportunity, I'm your girl.
Dr. Toya Garnes, Ancestral Roots Wellness Center. We offer mobile chiropractic services.
Denise Lanton, I'm with Quantum Mindset Choice, founder and CEO. I work with athletes and executives on team building and success strategies.
Claire Kloskowski with Livestrong Aesthetics.
My name is Fred Castle. I'm from Good Life Physical Therapy. I have locations in Orland and Overland.
My name is Mike Mishka. I'm a sales consultant for Paychex.
My name is Matt Swiderski, and I'm also a sales consultant at Paychex.
Good afternoon. My name is Marco Tenor. I'm a benefits advisor for Aflac. Quack, quack.
Jasmine Davis, sales manager for Fogarty Show in Orland Park.
Taylor Doty, sales manager at David Buster's here in Orland Park.
Dana Nowakowski and Ardell Connor from Nowakowski & Connor, Tax and Accounting.
Hey everybody, I'm Janelle Nickel. I'm the general manager at BJA Superstores, golf. Talk about golf outing, come see me.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Martin. I'm the owner of Mediv and the creative director at FlipSwitch Social Media.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Harris from the Heart of Counseling. Hello, Nicole Sierra Lozada, Vice President, Financial Center Manager at Fifth Third Bank in Orland Park.
Hello, Elizabeth Lovey, Assistant VP for Fifth Third in Orland Square Mall.
Michael Buck, Law Office of Michael Buck.
Hi everybody, I'm Nina. I'm the Community Specialist at the Crisis Center. We are a nonprofit for domestic violence. We are in the Tinley Park, Orland area, but we cover the 5th and 6th municipal of Cook County.
Hello, Marco Contreras, Community Market Manager for Old National Bank.
Linda Capolino. I am the Banking Center Manager for the Orland Park Old National Bank on 159th and Wolf.
Hi, my name is Angie. I'm a service advisor and representative for J&G Complete Auto Repair in Orland Park. We service all mechanical and maintenance needs for your vehicles, so if you have any questions about your cars, come ask me.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Daryl Thomas, and I'm the sales director here at Home Suites.
Wonderful, thanks. Thank you, everyone. Did I miss anyone? No, thank you, everyone. Next, I'm going to be opening up the floor for open networking, grabbing some more food and things of that nature. In about 15 to 20 minutes, I will go back up on the podium there and let you know we're going to have a presentation by a speaker, and then we're going to reconvene again after that for more open networking. So feel free to move around, meet new people.
Interrupt, but at least just.
Okay, now I'd like to introduce Christina Virgini, the therapist at the Heart of Counseling and Wellness, a community mental health wellness organization. She will be presenting on work-life flow.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having us here today. I'll start with our leader, actually, is Ari Simpson. She is also our founder at the Heart of Counseling and Wellness. She couldn't be here today, so you all get me. I'm Virgini, as Georgia mentioned. I'm a therapist here at the Heart of Counseling and Wellness. I've been a therapist since 2013. I did happen to step out and make a couple bucks in corporate at Amazon and Meta, so I have some of that background as well, specifically talking to business leaders. I kind of understand where you all are coming from, especially with the topic we're going to be talking about today, which is around finding work-life flow. Balance is difficult. We're looking for a little bit of a flow, so that's what we'll chat up today. Go ahead, Kennedy. So we want to be honest, when we're managing businesses, it's also a little bit difficult to manage the people because people come with lots of things. They come with their own problems. It makes it a very tedious situation sometimes, especially when folks come to us with some of those problems. And as business leaders, we have to think, how do we manage that? How do we manage our people? How do we manage them? And how do we get to the best work out of them that we can get as well, right? We typically tend to become overwhelmed by trying to live to these unrealistic standards. Leaders do that as well. Go ahead, Kimberly. So what does that really look like to you? I think a lot of us think that that means having some level of balanced PTO or having a different kind of workload. We always hear work-life balance. I hate to tell you, it's just not true. We try our best to balance those things, but what we're looking for is how to really navigate those things together. Go ahead. So the problem with balance is that it feels impossible. The way we were taught to really think about this is that we pay attention to everything. And I know who I'm talking to, and you all do have to do that as people who are leaders in business and just people in your lives. If you're not leading in your business, you're leading at home. You're leading somewhere. We think we have to manage all of those things, which is why balance is really difficult, right? We look for perfection in every role. That's a really big one that I personally see and also experience as a therapist. We're all looking to live very high standards in our best lives. But we get into trouble with some of that because it teaches us that dropping the ball is not okay. And sometimes, depending on the ball, right? But that's what the flow is about. Go ahead. There we are. Okay. So what does it really look like? At the beginning of this, we talked about finding a rhythm rather than a rule. We're often taught that this is what good work ethic looks like. This is what good balance and time looks like. That's not necessarily always the case. What you're really looking for is understanding where you are in your life. It's impossible if your kids or if you or a family member, you may be a caretaker. You may be a spouse to a caretaker. Those things really put you in a different season in life. It doesn't mean that that is exactly where you always are, or that's where that employee exactly is at all times. It can mean a few different things. Really looking to adjust priorities without shame. That was what I was talking about, the whole dropping the ball. Sometimes you gotta let the ball fall. But prioritizing and figuring out where that is and really communicating around why that ball is dropping is really key. And having that open door space for your employees as well. Creating sustainable rhythms. So something we often talk about in therapy is kind of figuring out where you are with things, right? Are you having a very heavy time right now? Are you trying to figure out where you are? Where are you? That's about the season part. And then allowing rest without guilt and moving with intention without pressure. So that's a really, really big one, is how do we give ourselves permission? A lot of times if I were to look around this room and say, when is the last time you gave yourself permission to rest? You'd probably say, I don't know. I don't know when that happened last, or I don't have a regimen that makes sense to me either, which is also key to finding that balance and rhythm. The cost of the constant hustle. I see some smiles. I think everyone can recognize this. It is constant, and that's why it's important to find your flow. Typically, once we go through something that's very difficult, we can end up in a space that's called burnout. We're all familiar with that. We've all experienced it, I think, at some point, in one way or another through career. Some of those signs are the exhaustion, the mental exhaustion. The patience gets low. We don't feel our best. We may not look our best sometimes because we are deprioritizing the way we look when we step outside, right? That may be something that can be a sign for you as a sign of burnout. Others like to wear their garden shoes out when they go to give presentations because comfort matters, right? It just depends. So what happens when we ignore it? Well, things typically tend to get worse. And so kind of paying attention to those signs of understanding really, is this just increased stress or is it workload? Am I dealing with a health concern that's really starting to exacerbate and make things not so good for me or increase how bad they are? It just depends, but kind of understanding and knowing these signs really makes a difference. I love the thing that says, have you been surviving instead of living? We often find ourselves in that space, myself included. Go ahead. So identifying where you are. Not every season will have the same rhythm, kind of what we talked about a little bit earlier. Asking yourself that prioritization question, what needs my most attention now? As they always say, the squeakiest wheel gets the oil. What's your squeakiest wheel? What does it need? Asking these questions of yourself. What am I carrying that doesn't serve me? And where do I need support? I find that one to be the most difficult because that requires us to ask people for support. And asking means we might get rejected, so then we don't ask and we stay in this cycle, keeping us in burnout. So it's important to look at those signs and really understand where you are. An example, the building season. Are you in the healing season where you're really kind of taking a step back to figure out what do you need? Are you giving yourself that permission and finding where you need rest and time in those things? Healthy people adjust, burned out people force. That's your first sign. Are you adjusting to a workload? Are you adjusting to life? Or are you just pushing through head first? And I think we've all done that at some point too. But recognizing that that's what you're doing and how you want to adjust that is when change and the key things come up. Go ahead. This is my favorite one, boundaries. Nobody likes them, but they're the best. As we all know, boundaries are about us and what we need, not really about telling others no. It goes a little bit deeper than that. It can be. No is a complete sentence. I like to say it a lot. They help us protect energy and conserve and protect our relationships. It really reduces the resentment we have. Often when we don't look at our own boundaries, whether in work, life, whatever it is, and whatever we're doing, it could be even the fun stuff. Not recognizing our boundaries is what really can lead to some trouble, right? Every yes costs us something. And I don't think we often think about giving our yes with a cost, but it does. And especially because most people, when you feel you can do something, you want to do it. Doing things for others or even for yourself really feels good sometimes. But really thinking about what is that going to cost me if I do that? So some examples would be protecting family time. That's a huge one that a lot of folks will overlook because your family will forgive you, right? We often say no without guilt. That's a big one that takes practice. That takes some time practicing with safe people where you know that no will not be thrown back at you or you won't feel bad about it later by giving that no. And then limiting after hours and scheduling intentional rest. That goes back to that permission piece that I talked about telling yourself it's okay. Things can be. So how is this productive, right? It's not a reward. We often see like, I can't wait to get back to my bed. At least that's just me. Can't wait to get back to my bed. But it's not a reward, right? It's something we should do often. For instance, this weekend, I practiced just not doing anything except for the fun stuff. I did all the fun stuff, and now it's back to work. But that was the way I rewarded myself, by doing the fun stuff. Rest is not the reward. It's a necessity, and that's how we should view it. Different types, of course, we know there is the physical rest, we know there's the mental rest, which I think is probably the big one that we never give a chance or attention to, right? Whether that's through journaling, whether it's through taking walks, however we do to relax our minds from that spinning hamster wheel that we tend to get on very easily. Go ahead. And those are the ways to do that, right? Time blocking and multitasking. Everyone is real good at scheduling here, otherwise you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. So we're real good at blocking out time to schedule for the stuff that has to get done, but we don't block out that time that we really need to take care of ourselves, because we're busy taking care of all these other things. Creating transition between routines. I often will tell people, what does your decompression look like at the end of the day? How do you go home? Do you hit the ground running before you put a bag down and start cooking yourself or cooking your family dinner? Are you cleaning, walking dogs, taking care of 3 cats? Depends on what you're doing, right? But how do you do that? Is that part of your decompression? Or do you have another routine that you do that gets you settled from being in a space of work to being back in a space of home? Creating that separation really helps make a difference in your mind and your mental state as well. My fun one, the leadership part of this and how we help create this work-life flow. Healthy leaders create healthy environments. I think we all know that as best you can, right? We want to see that you're influencing culture in a way that has encouragement for wellness and really values people, not just the productivity. And that comes out in more than just workload. It comes out in how you talk to the people you work with. Do you have an open door policy? Are you approachable? Do people want to tell you things? That's a big one. Go ahead. So this rhythm over perfection, because people thrive when they have support. That's the biggest thing, is understanding what helps people really feel supported. Not feeling like everything has to be done perfectly, moving past that perfectionism. And then really requiring awareness and adjustment. I don't think we're too self-aware often when we're caught in our flows of either work or doing things that we may not want to do all the time. It's very easy to lose some of that awareness around how you actually feel because you're busy producing and getting things done. Go ahead. So, success is not just about what you build professionally, but also whether you have the capacity to enjoy it. That's the awareness piece. Are you taking the time out to enjoy the fruits of your labor? Because you've all have labored. So how are you making that time? What are you doing for yourself, right? That can be up to and including the fun stuff. Or maybe not the so fun stuff, at least at first, like therapy. That can also be time for yourself to sit with your own thoughts, to get objective opinions and things like that. So I believe this is our last slide, right, Kennedy? I want to encourage you all, if you would like to chat, you have questions, you want to know more about mental health in general. We are also located off of Virginia here in Orland Park, and I'll be around the room, so if you'd like to come and chat me up, let me know. Thank you all so much for coming.